night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 7 yards, the pickup there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Herbert now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. From the 29, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Gets around him, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give running left is Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! That's caught. Eric Ebron from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Going to look deep for Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A couple of first downs right in succession. And this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chargers 10. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down and more for Allen. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught by Penny. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch him drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now it's Penny, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Elijah Penny Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And the worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, it's Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go.